Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are about to begin the ceremony with the academic procession. First to enter will be the stage party, followed by the AIU faculty, and then our graduating students. The stage party will be led by Dr. Mashal Al-Obeid, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs and University Marshal, bearing the AIU ceremonial mace. The University President concludes the procession in the position of honor.
سيداتي وسادتي، يرجى التفضل بالجلوس. نحن على وشك أن نبدأ الحفل بدخول الموكب الأكاديمي، ومن ثم أعضاء الهيئة التدريسية، يليهم الطلبة الخريجين. سيقود أعضاء منصة الحفل الدكتور مشعل العبيد، مساعد نائب الرئيس للشؤون الأكاديمية ومارشال الجامعة، حاملا صولجان الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية، ويختتم رئيس الجامعة الموكب من منصة الشرف. يرجى التفضل بالوقوف للتنشيد الوطني لدولة الكويت يليه النشيد الوطني للولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
Please be seated.
يرجى التفضل بالجلوس.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome to the stage Mr. Fahad Al-Katani for a recitation from the Holy Quran.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرحب الآن على المسرح الطالب فهد القحطاني ليلقي على مسامعنا تلاوة آيات من الذكر الحكيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. صدق الله العظيم.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to welcome to the podium Member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Arij Ali Al-Ghanim.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرحب الآن على المسرح عضو مجلس أمناء الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية السيدة أريج علي الغانم.
Good evening. As a member of the Board of Trustees, it is now my honor and responsibility to formally begin the commencement exercise with these words: "Here now, in the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, members of the faculty, staff, and administrations, members of the boards, and honored guests and friends of AIU, the third annual commencement exercise of American International University are hereby called to order."
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium President of American International University, Dr. Michael Pishko.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرحب الآن على المنصة رئيس الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية دكتور مايكل بيشكو.
Good evening, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2024 for American International University. I'm honored and delighted to be here with you today as we celebrate your achievements and mark the end of your journey at AIU. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished guest, Dr. Faisal Karafi, Chair Emeritus of our Board of Trustees. Thank you for being with us today. You are graduating at a time of unprecedented challenges and opportunities. The world has faced a global pandemic and economic uncertainty. You have witnessed and experienced these events firsthand as they have disrupted your lives, your studies, and your plans for the future. But you have shown remarkable resilience, adaptability, creativity, and courage. You have persevered through classes, exams, social distancing, and quarantine. You have supported each other, your families, and your communities. You have learned new skills, explored new ideas, and discovered new passions. You've not only survived, but you've thrived during these difficult times, and you've made us and your families very proud. You're graduating from a university that has established a culture of excellence, innovation, and service. You've been taught by some remarkable faculty who have challenged you to think critically, communicate effectively, and act ethically. You have been part of a vibrant community of students who have enriched your perspectives, broadened your horizons, and inspired your dreams. You've contributed to the university in many ways, through your academic work, your projects, and your extracurricular activities. You've made a difference on this campus and beyond. So you're leaving a university with a degree that is not only a credential, but also a responsibility. Responsibility to use your knowledge, skills, talents, and values for the greater good and the betterment of Kuwait. A responsibility to pursue your goals with passions, integrity, and excellence. A responsibility to make Kuwait a better place. You are now part of the AIU community, and we are confident you will carry it forward with pride and honor. As you embark on the next chapter in your life, I urge you to keep learning, keep growing, keep exploring. I urge you to keep dreaming big dreams and working hard to make them come true. I urge you to keep caring for yourself and for others. I urge you to continue to make us and your families proud. And I urge you to keep in touch. We love to hear from former students. We love to hear how you're doing. So congratulations again to the class of 2024. You've done it. We are all very happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. So each year, an individual is selected on behalf of all graduating students. This year, for the class of 2024, we have the special honor of not one, but two students who are going to be addressing us this evening. Luwa Al-Nashmi and Mohammed Al-Tawil are both students from the School of Engineering and are graduating both with bachelor's degrees in electrical and computer engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to invite Luwa Al-Nashmi as the first speaker, followed by Mohammed Al-Tawil as our second speaker. So please, Luwa, join me at this podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, esteemed guests, family, friends, and most importantly, the incredible graduating class of the American International University. Good evening. I stand before you today deeply honored and humbled to address this extraordinary gathering on this momentous occasion. Today is not just a day of academic accomplishment, but a celebration of resilience, growth, and the collective strength that brought us to this defining moment. In the words of T.S. Eliot, what we call the beginning is often the end, and to make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where we start from. Graduation is not just an end, it is a beginning. It signifies the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. As I reflect on my time at this university, there's one particular moment that stands out as a testament to why I knew I had made the right choice in selecting this institution. It was during my sophomore year when I found myself grappling with a particularly challenging course, and despite my best effort, I struggled to grasp the material. As deadlines loomed and my anxiety mounted, I reached out to my professor for guidance. What happened next affirmed my belief in the supportive and nurturing environment fostered by this university. Rather than simply offering academic advice, my professor took the time to sit down with me, patiently listening to all my concerns and offered words of encouragement. She recommended some study strategies, she provided some additional resources, and most importantly, she enlisted in me the confidence to persevere. In that moment, I realized that I wasn't just a student here. I was part of a community that genuinely cared about my academic success and my personal well-being. This university isn't just a place of learning. It is a home away from home, filled with mentors, peers, and resources dedicated to helping me thrive. I am eternally grateful to all professors who have gone above and beyond to support and inspire us throughout our academic journey. Thank you for your commitment to fostering our intellectual growth and guiding us through the challenges of academia. I would like to have a special thanks to Dr. Faiza Al-Khrafi and Ms. Arij Al-Ghanem for their direction in supporting AIU as we graduate here today. We are the fruit of your efforts. I would also like to have a special welcome to Her Excellency Ambassador Karen Sasahara. Your presence today highlights the importance of international cooperation and our shared commitment to education. We are deeply honored by your presence. I would also like to have a special thank you to my extraordinary professors, Dr. Mohammed Al-Khawalda, Dr. Umar Dawood, Dr. Yuva Raja, and many more for the endless amount of knowledge and experiences. Your passion for education has ignited in me a thirst for knowledge that will continue to drive me forward. Moreover, your mentorship has not only shaped my academic journey, but has also inspired me to pursue the field of electrical engineering. The dedication and expertise you demonstrated has instilled in me a deeper appreciation for the sophistication of the discipline and a desire to make an everlasting impact. I would also like to extend my deepest appreciation to the families and friends who have supported us throughout this journey. Your unwavering encouragement, late-night pep talks, and endless love have been the bedrock upon which our success is built. In particular, I would like to dedicate a special thank you to my own parents. From the moment I set foot on this campus, you have been my unwavering pillars of support. Your sacrifices, both big and small, have paved the way for my academic achievements and personal growth. I am forever grateful for the countless sacrifices you have made to ensure that I have every opportunity to pursue my dreams. Your love knows no bounds, and it is because of your unwavering support that I stand before you today, ready to embark on the next chapter of my life. For us graduates, in the journey we've undertaken together, we've discovered that education is not merely a means to an end, but a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. It has equipped us with the skills, knowledge, and most importantly, the ability to think critically in a world that constantly evolves. It's crucial to remember that success is not a destination, but a journey. Embrace the uncertainty that lies ahead, for it is within the unknown that we discover the true extent of our potential. Take risks, ask questions, and most importantly, never stop learning. Congratulations, AIU Class of 2024. The future awaits. and I have no doubt it will be extraordinary because it is shaped by each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lua, for your inspiring words and congratulations. It is now my honor to introduce our next commencement speaker. Please welcome to the podium Mohammed Al-Tawil.
Mr. President, Madam Ambassador, respected professors, honorable guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to join you in celebrating the class of 2024. Today is a special day, hopefully one that will be remembered for years to come. To my fellow graduates, congratulations, we are here. Through the 2 weeks of good weather and the rest of the year's heat, we are here. Through all the quizzes, midterms, and finals, we are here. Today, through all of that and more, we have reached the end of this chapter, with our friends and family members looking at us with pride and joy in what we have achieved. I remember one day in my junior year, my brother had just graduated high school, and he asked me, of all my options, why should I join AIU? I thought about this question, and I asked myself, what makes AIU truly special? And my answer was simple. I didn't tell him that the campus is beautiful and safe, which it is. I didn't tell him that the environment is supportive and friendly, which is also very true. I was able to convince him to come to AIU by telling him about the academic faculty. I told him that I was always encouraged to ask questions, and I always got the answers. I told him that I was able to freely discuss any and all the topics. And most importantly, I told him that I was always valued and respected. I remember one of my professors once telling me, this university is here for you, the students, and that is true. But AIU wouldn't have this unique identity without your immense efforts. I know that teaching is often a demanding profession, so truly from my heart, and on behalf of all graduates here this evening, I would like to thank AIU's academic faculty. I would also like to extend a special thank you to the university leadership team for continuing to share and believe in AIU's mission. Thank you for your unwavering support. Finally, I would like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Muhammad Al-Khawada, Dr. Umar Dawood, Dr. Yavraja, and Mr. Ali Fanjan for the positive impact they had on my time at AIU. Thank you. I cannot proceed further without thanking our friends and family members who believed in us and supported us through thick and thin. We could not have achieved this without you. You provided us with the warmth we needed, and you believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. You were our light in the darkness and our motivation to push forward. Thank you. Last but not least, I would like to thank one more person. I would like to thank myself. And I want you, my fellow graduates, to thank yourselves. Thank yourselves for every homework you submitted. I mean, granted, some of them were late, and some were very late, but completed nonetheless. Thank yourselves for every essay you wrote, for every homework and presentation you made. Thank yourselves for attending that 8 a.m. lab that you dreaded each week. Thank yourselves for every time you pushed through. All of us here are proud of what we have achieved. So I ask you to be proud of yourselves. Now, as we reach the end of this chapter, we are faced with one important question. What should we do after graduation? We may feel a bit confused, maybe a bit unsure, but allow me to humbly tell you what we should do. And what we must do is to continue with even more determination and resilience and show the world what we are made of. Ask yourselves, what can we do to make the biggest impact? What can we do to make Kuwait a better place, to make the world a better place? And I know that we will find our answers. We will find our calling. We are Kuwait's biggest investment. We are the future, and the future starts today. Ladies and gentlemen, as of 2024, Kuwait ranks globally as the 16th happiest country in youth population, and as the 18th safest country in the world, with a healthy unemployment rate of only 2.8%, Only in Kuwait can you walk down any street in the middle of the night and feel safe. Tell a joke to a random stranger and potentially end up with a job offer. You see, here in Kuwait, it's a wonderful opportunity to a future full of opportunities. This wonderful chapter has come to an end. With all of its good memories, the friends we made along the way, and the knowledge we gained. Now a new chapter is ahead. My fellow graduates, I will not end my speech with a goodbye nor a farewell, because I know that our paths will cross once again. I don't know how or why or when, but I know that we, AIU's class of 2024, are going to achieve great things. My fellow graduates, I wish you the best of luck in your upcoming journey. I wish you good fortune. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed, for your heartfelt words and congratulations. Please join me in a final round of applause for Lua and Mohammed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my distinct honor to introduce our esteemed guest speakers. We are privileged to welcome Ambassador Karen Hideko Sasahara to the stage. Ambassador Sasahara assumed her duties as the U.S. Ambassador to the State of Kuwait on November 26, 2023. Her distinguished career has included serving as Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for North Africa. Prior to that, she was demonstrated exemplary leadership as Charge d'Affaires at the U.S. Embassy in Amman, Jordan, and then also as Consular General also in Jordan. Ambassador Sasahara's extensive experience includes senior roles in the Bureau of Intelligence and Research, assessor on Foreign Service Board for Examiners, Deputy Chief of Mission in Yemen, and Foreign Policy Advisor to the Commanding General of Special Operations Command Central. Her earlier assignments spanned globally, including Baghdad, Beirut, Mexico City, Jeddah, and Washington, D.C. Please extend a warm welcome to Ambassador Sasahara. Ambassador, we're honored to have you here today.
Thank you so much for that welcome. I have to say, I got a little nostalgic, a little emotional when they started to play Pomp and Circumstance when the faculty, the students came in. It just took me back so many years when I was graduating. I went to University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, and I have to tell you, it was the best 4 years of my life. It was where I got a great education in a different part of the country. I'm from Boston. And it got me, it was a lot of personal development that I think helped me to get where I am today. So it was nice to hear that again, a lot of memories. So, but first of all, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, the esteemed faculty, the proud parents, and of course the remarkable class of 2024. So good evening to you all, and it's an incredible honor to be here at the American International University, celebrating with all of you on this momentous occasion. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Michael Pishko for the kind invitation, and to the dedicated faculty and staff for their unwavering commitment to educating and training the next generation of youth and leaders in Kuwait. Your efforts are the foundation upon which these bright futures are built, and of course a very special thank you for having me here, Dr. Khadafi. It's a pleasure. Graduates, as we heard from Mohammed, today is your day. So congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. Your hard work, your perseverance, and dedication to learning have got you in this room tonight. I'm so proud of each of you, every one of you, but let's not forget the incredible parents, as we heard Lula, and the families who have supported you and love you unconditionally like no one else ever will throughout this journey. Your achievements are their achievements, and today is as much a celebration of their dedication and love as it is to your success. As alumni of a university that follows a U.S. curriculum, you have become ambassadors of U.S. culture and education. Whether you realize it or not, you're carrying forward the principles of critical thinking, innovation, and a spirit of curiosity that are the hallmarks of the American educational experience. And take it from me, it's great to be an ambassador. But here's the thing. You're not just any ambassadors. You're ambassadors to the country that you live in, Kuwait. And this is a stroke of good luck. It's a win-win situation. Not only will you be advocating for the values of a U.S. education, but you will be doing it here among fellow Kuwaiti citizens and residents, influencing the shape of education, business, architecture, engineering, and the arts in Kuwait. Now, regarding the value of a U.S. college education, it's not just about the degrees that you earn or the classes that you take. It's about fostering an environment where you can question, innovate, and collaborate. It's about learning to think broadly and deeply, to challenge the status quo, and to strive for excellence in all that you do, because these are the values that will serve you well, no matter where life takes you. It's your personal journey of self-discovery, who you are as an individual, and what you stand for, and what you value in life. Appreciate the people around you, whether you are working on a team project or navigating life's challenges. The support and collaboration of others are invaluable. Failure, too, is a part of success. Don't fear it, learn from it. It's those moments of falling short that teach us the most about ourselves and to prepare us for the greatest achievements that are ahead of us. Now, let's appreciate the excellent educational institutions here in Kuwait. Your education has been enriched by blending these diverse perspectives that have prepared you to be global citizens with a deep understanding of local and international contexts. So as you step into the next chapter of your lives, okay, now here's my pitch. I encourage you to find ways to partner with the U.S. Embassy, whether through cultural exchanges, business collaborations, or educational initiatives. Together, we can continue to advance the strong bilateral relations between the United States and Kuwait. And there are endless opportunities to make a difference, and I have no doubt that you will seize them. So, as you venture out into the world, armed with your degrees and boundless ambition, remember to stay connected. Never stop learning. Never lose your sense of wonderment at the world around you, and never lose your sense of curiosity, because once you lose that, you're just marking time on this planet. But I want to get back a little bit to the point where we talked about tonight is your night. Look in front of you. Look behind you. Look to the left and look to the right. This moment in time will never come again. Everybody that's in this room, this is a special moment. You'll see one another from time to time and others, but right now, this is the moment in time where you will all be here in the same room, in the same night, for the same reason. Never forget this moment. And I want to go back to something that Dr. Pishko said when you talked about being the class of 2024 and everything that you have been through. The COVID, all of these things, these are dark days in the region. We cannot ignore this. We are hoping that there is light at the end of this tunnel, and I know that there is a lot of humanity. So in addition to your curiosity, your humanitarian, the way you were raised, the way you are going to go out forward, think about what is going on now. How do you fit into that? What are you going to do about it? What does it mean to you? This is a big question. It's not a quiz. You don't have to come up with an answer. But what it is this starts your journey for a lot of American students. This is like, these are the kinds of questions that you face when you walk into that voting booth for the first time. This is where you decide or you figure out who you are, what you stand for, how strong your moral compass is, those lessons that your parents gave to you to carry you for the rest of your lives. This is a great day. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. This is a great, great day for you. But as we've heard from our speakers and from others, the world is open to you. There's a lot of things going on out there. Grab what you can, enjoy it, but always carry that piece of you that no matter where you are, it is your core, your moral compass, your identity, the identity of your family. It is the thing that will transcend this wonderful moment that every single one of you is sharing at this time. So let me stop there. Congratulations to all of you, to the parents, to the faculty. Tonight is all about you. God bless you all.
On behalf of the American International University, we are honored to call Ms. Arij Ali Al-Ghanim, Member of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Michael Pishko, President of American International University, to the stage to present the award for the outstanding speech.
نيابة عن الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية نتشرف بالترحيب على المنصة بالسيدة أريج علي الغانم عضو مجلس أمناء الجامعة ودكتور مايكل بيشكو رئيس الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية لتقديم الجائزة لهذا الخطاب المتميز.
Which way shall I go?
Thank you again, Madam Ambassador, for your kind words, your wonderful wisdom, and for serving as such an inspiration to our graduating students. Please join me in a final round of applause for Ambassador Sasahara. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my honor to introduce our second commencement speaker, Dr. Fuad Al-Ali. Dr. Fuad graduated from the College of Medicine at Kuwait University and received postgraduate training at the University of Miami. He has taught at the University of Texas and at Kuwait University Medical Schools. Dr. Fuad served as Vice Dean and later Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at Kuwait University. Currently, he is a member of the Board of Trustees at the National Bureau of Accreditation and Quality Assurance here in Kuwait. Here, in that position, he upholds high educational standards, including in the areas of healthcare. So it's my distinct honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Fuad to the podium.
Assalamu alaikum. First, I'd like to thank Professor Faisal Khrafi, the Emeritus Chairperson of the Board of Trustees of AIU, Professor Nouriya Al-Awadi, who called me and invited me. Professor Nouriya, when she calls, she doesn't ask, she orders me, so I can never say no. But it is a true honor and a privilege to be here to address this crowd of graduates, parents, and what I call co-parents. So as a teacher, I consider myself a co-parent, and I'm sure you all served, you academics have served as co-parents for these wonderful students. Now to address the graduates, class of 2024, as the Madam Ambassador has mentioned, you guys must have worked extraordinarily to achieve this milestone because you enrolled at AIU during the Corona epidemic, and we know the challenges that came with Corona. So well done and congratulations. Normally, keynote speakers, you know, when they present, they want to present, you know, a list of do's and don'ts to help you with your future. Or they go through their CV and portray their own achievements to serve as an example for you guys. But today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share with you two personal stories. They are so personal that nobody has heard them before you guys. So the first story starts like this. The year is 1984, 40 years ago. The place is Amiri Hospital emergency room. I was a I just graduated from medical school at the time, and I was on call. The time was half an hour past midnight. So things were quiet, and I was sitting in a little office doing some paperwork with the door half open. And I noticed a lady carrying a paper bag, peeking through the door hesitantly, and then retreating to the hallway. She did this several times, so I had to ask her, Madam, can I help you with anything? She shyly said, yes, but I'm really embarrassed to ask you this. This may not be your job. I said, no, tell me, what do you need? She said, it's something related to my only son. He's graduating tomorrow from high school, and it's a private British high school, and the administration insisted that the graduates wear ties. Okay? So my son just half an hour ago came to me and he said, Mom, I don't know how to tie the tie. I forgot. So I yelled at him and told him, why do you tell me this in the middle of the night? How can I solve your problem now? Wait, go to sleep and we'll sort it out tomorrow morning. Then the boy got upset. He said, if my father were here, he would have solved this problem. Apparently his dad has passed away a couple of years earlier. So she said, I couldn't bear it, see my son go to bed with tears in his eyes. And I asked myself, who wears ties and is accessible in the middle of the night and is willing to help? And it suddenly occurred to me, doctors do that. Doctors wear ties and they take calls and they help people. So here is the tie, tie it for me. So I, of course, tied it for her. And then the smile on her face was amazing. And that story really, had an amazing impact on me. Till that moment, I thought I graduated from medical school top in my class because I was smart and hardworking. But at that moment, I realized that without the support of my parents and co-parents, my teachers, that wouldn't have been possible. Now, I'm not telling you this story so that you thank your parents and teachers. That's given. You should thank them. But more importantly, I want to perpetuate all the sentiments and values encapsulated in this story, and what this lady has done. I mean, this lady came up with the most ingenious solution for her son's problem because she loved him and she was kind to him. And she was hardworking because she could have slept, She's tired. I'm sure she was tired, but hardworking, love, kindness. And that drove her to find a solution for her son. And I want you to perpetuate these sentiments in your future. Soon you're going to have families. Soon you're going to join a job. And you're already a citizen of Kuwait and of the world. So infuse these values in all domains of your life. Because this is the secret of success. To do things with love, kindness, and altruism. Selflessness, right? So that's my first story. Now, my second story, if you allow me, took place in 2017. The place was the United States of America, Pennsylvania, and it was the graduation ceremony of my son, Muhammad, who graduated from an American university. And of course, I remember the details. It was a wonderful celebration, and the keynote speaker was none other than the well-known entrepreneur Michael Bloomberg, if you have heard of him. I'm sure you have heard of him. He gave a wonderful speech about the importance of democracy, human rights, equity, tolerance. Beautiful speech. But I'm not going to go through it because this is beyond the scope of our occasion. Anyway, after the celebration, I took my son to dinner to celebrate. During dinner, I asked him, Muhammad, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Classical question in interviews. So when you apply for a job, they're going to ask you, where do you see yourself? So he confidently said, in 10 years, I'll have a private jet and I'll be managing a multi-billion hedge fund, a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund. I kind of smiled. Maybe he was offended. So he said, Dad, you don't think I can do it? In case you haven't noticed, I graduated summa cum laude just now. And I had 2 majors, finance and accounting and all this. I can do it, believe me. I said, I believe you. I just smiled because I thought, this is beneath you. These are very trivial objectives. I can't call them goals. They are objectives. What you should aim at is something bigger than this. He said, bigger? Like what? I said, once you reach the fame and fortune, once you have your jet, once you have the money, soon you will get bored by it. And soon you'll feel the void that Lulu alluded to in quoting T.S. Eliot, the existential void that we have that cannot be fulfilled unless we externalize our objectives. My advice to you, Muhammad, is that look at what ails the world today. Look at what ails your community, your country, and the world. Embrace a big goal. And the money will come. The money will come automatically. And then how much money do you need? What you need is really enough to let you say no. Because the ability to say no is the essence of freedom. And freedom is an important component of happiness. So he said, yeah, so how much is that? I said, 5 million. No. No, I told him, you missed the point. You really have to think, you externalize your objectives. Be a giver. Approach things with kindness and love and so on. Now, I'm happy to say that 7 years after this conversation, Muhammad has a nice job. He works 12 hours a day. He loves his job. He does a little bit of volunteering as well. He doesn't have a jet, but he has enough to say no. Thank you very much.
On behalf of American International University, we are once again honored to call Ms. Arij Ali Al-Ghanim and Dr. Michael Pishko to the stage to present the award for outstanding speech.
نيابة عن الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية نتشرف بالترحيب بالسيدة أريج علي الغانم ودكتور مايكل بيشكو لتقديم الجائزة لهذا الخطاب المتميز.
Thank you, Dr. Fouad, for your tireless leadership and for serving as such an inspiration to the youth of Kuwait. Please join me in a final round of applause for Dr. Fouad. I would now like to take a moment to recognize our deans and representatives of AIU's academic schools present on stage with me here today. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Huda Osman, Associate Dean of the School of Architecture and Design. Mizaya Al-Azza, Assistant Dean of the School of Architecture and Design. Ms. Shahad Al-Menz, Assistant Director of the Foundation Program. Dr. David Teraladza, Associate Dean of the School of Business. Dr. George Malouf, Assistant Dean of the School of Business. Dr. Angela Brunstein, Associate Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Mohammed Al-Kawada, Assistant Dean of the School of Engineering and Computing. Dr. Hisham Abdel Fattah, Assistant Dean of the School of Engineering and Computing. Dr. Lasha Markozashvili, who's not on the stage but here. He's our Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Mohammed Al-Katan, Assistant Vice President of Research and External Affairs. And last but not least, Dr. Mashal Al-Ubaid. Dr. Mashal, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Thank you for being here today to honor our graduates. And so now, the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of our graduates. The announcers will call each school to the stage individually for the presentation of the candidates. I ask you to hold your applause until all the candidates have been presented.
Please hold your applause and remain silent until all candidates have been presented so that all students' names may be heard clearly.
يرجى الامتناع عن التصفيق والتزام الهدوء حتى يتم تقديم جميع الخريجين والاستماع أسماء جميع الطلبة بوضوح.
The candidates for degrees in the School of Architecture and Design will now be presented to Dr. Faiza Al-Karafi, Chair Emeritus Board of Trustees, Dr. Michael Pishko, President of American International University, Dr. Mohammed Al-Qatan, Assistant Vice President for Research and External Relations, and Dr. Huda Osman, Associate Dean of the School of Architecture and Design. Please hold your applause until all candidates have been presented.
سيتم الآن تقديم المرشحين للحصول على شهادات التخرج من كلية العمارة والتصميم إلى دكتورة فايزة الخرافي، رئيسة مجلس أمناء الجامعة، والدكتور مايكل بيشكو، رئيس الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية، والدكتور محمد القطان، مساعد نائب الرئيس للبحوث والعلاقات الخارجية، والدكتورة هدى عثمان، العميد المشارك لكلية العمارة والتصميم. يرجى الامتناع عن التصفيق حتى يتم إعلان أسماء جميع المرشحين. رهف حسين الخلف، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. بتول محمد كريمي، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. فاطمة أحمد الحداد، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. عايشة عواد العتيبي، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين. غالية بدر العتيبي، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين. عايشة عبد الرحمن السريع، تخصص جرافيك ديزاين. دانا عوض المطيري، تخصص تصميم داخلي. محمد سالم الداهش، تخصص تصميم داخلي. سارة نواف الرشيدي، تخصص تصميم داخلي. سارة عبد الله عبد السلام، تخصص تصميم داخلي. رهف خالد العجمي، تخصص تصميم داخلي. سارة فهد العجمي، تخصص تصميم داخلي. ماهر شيد الديحاني، تخصص تصميم داخلي. منيرة حسين العلي، تخصص تصميم داخلي. زهراء حسين الهاشمي، تخصص تصميم داخلي. ملاذ عثمان الملة، تخصص تصميم داخلي.
The candidates for degrees in the School of Business will now be presented to Dr. Faisal Al-Kharafi, Chair Emeritus Board of Trustees, Dr. Michael Pishko, President of American International University, Dr. Mohammed Al-Katan, Assistant Vice President for Research and External Relations, and Dr. David Teraladze, Associate Dean of the School of Business. Please hold your applause until all candidates have been presented.
سيتم الآن تقديم المرشحين للحصول على شهادات التخرج من كلية إدارة الأعمال للدكتورة فايزة الخرافي رئيسة مجلس أمناء الجامعة، ودكتور مايكل بيشكو رئيس الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية، والدكتور محمد القطان مساعد نائب الرئيس للبحوث والعلاقات الخارجية، والعميد المشارك للكلية الدكتور ديفيد ترلاتسي. يرجى الامتناع عن التصفيق حتى يتم إعلان أسماء جميع المرشحين. مشعل فواز العيار، تخصص إدارة أعمال، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. سمر فواز الغانم، تخصص إدارة أعمال، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. راكان محمد عبد المحسن الغانم، تخصص محاسبة، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. أسامة عبد الناصر المناور، تخصص موارد، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. شهد محمد الخالدي، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي، تخصص إدارة أعمال. حصة سالم كريديس، تخصص إدارة أعمال، محاسبة. في حمد المدلج، تخصص إدارة أعمال. غالية فيصل فهد المطيري، تخصص إدارة أعمال، محاسبة. سامر دخيل العنزي، تخصص إدارة أعمال، محاسبة. دينا عبد الله الرومي، تخصص إدارة أعمال، محاسبة. فاتن بدر صالح نعم عناد، تخصص إدارة أعمال، محاسبة. عبد الله بدر الفهد، تخصص إدارة أعمال.
The candidates for degrees in the School of Engineering and Computing will now be presented to Dr. Faisal Al-Kharafi, Chair Emeritus Board of Trustees, Dr. Michael Pishko, President of American International University, Dr. Mohammed Al-Katan, Assistant Vice President for Research and External Relations, and Dr. Hisham Abdel Fattah, Associate Dean of the School of Engineering and Computing. Please hold your applause until all candidates have been presented.
سيتم الآن تقديم المرشحين للحصول على شهادات التخرج من كلية الهندسة والكمبيوتر إلى الدكتورة فايزة الخرافي رئيسة مجلس أمناء الجامعة، ودكتور مايكل بيشكو رئيس الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية، والدكتور محمد القطان مساعد نائب الرئيس للبحوث والعلاقات الخارجية، والعميد المشارك للكلية الدكتور هشام عبد الفتاح. يرجى الامتناع عن التصفيق حتى يتم إعلان أسماء جميع المرشحين. فاطمة إبراهيم الصويلح، تخصص هندسة مدنية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. عايشة خالد الذياب، تخصص الهندسة الطبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. ريم عبد الكريم العيسى، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. لولو وليد عيسى النشمي، تخصص هندسة كهربائية وكمبيوتر، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف، سوما كوم لاودي. فرح سلطان محمد رشدان العدواني، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. إسراء إسماعيل سكات، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. يشودا نايدو، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. اقرأ نواز، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. فاطمة محمد يوسف، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. فاطمة محمد سليمان علي، تخصص هندسة طبية، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف، سوما كوم لاودي. رغد مساعد الحربي، تخصص هندسة طبية، سوما كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز مع مرتبة الشرف. رحد ليم المطيري، تخصص هندسة كهربائية وكمبيوتر، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. علا عبد اللطيف حسين، تخصص هندسة طبية، ماغنا كوم لاودي، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف. ألطاف أحمد الملحم، الهندسة طبية، ماغنا كوم لاودي، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف. علي جعفر الصايغ، تخصص هندسة مدنية، ماغنا كوم لاودي، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف. عمر عادل المسلم، تخصص هندسة طبية، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. محمد سالم الطويل، تخصص هندسة كهربائية وكمبيوتر، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف، ماغنا كوم لاودي. دانا علي خلف علي، هندسة طبية، ماغنا كوم لاودي، تخرج مع مرتبة الشرف. عبير محمد الكعبي، تخصص هندسة مدنية، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. عبد الله فوزي الفوزان، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. مساعد كريم حربي، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية، تخرج بامتياز، كوم لاودي. عبد الله أحمد حسن، تخصص هندسة صناعية، كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز. أسرار سالم الحمادي، تخصص هندسة طبية، كوم لاودي، تخرج بامتياز. علي حسين موسى بومجداد، هندسة طبية. الماس خليف العنزي، تخصص هندسة كهربائية وكمبيوتر. لطيفة مساعد العتال، تخصص هندسة طبية. آلاء أحمد أمين، تخصص هندسة طبية. يوسف عايش السعيدي، تخصص هندسة طبية. حمد سلطان العجمي، تخصص هندسة طبية. نورة سالم العبكل، تخصص هندسة مدنية. فاطمة فهد الشويحان، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية. شيخة فالح الدوسري، تخصص هندسة صناعية. عبد الله صياح العتيبي، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية. عبد اللطيف فهد الفهد، تخصص هندسة مدنية. فاطمة عبد اللطيف الشمري، تخصص هندسة ميكانيكية. فهد مبارك المزعل، تخصص هندسة طبية.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to welcome to the podium Member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Arij Ali Al-Ghanim.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرحب الآن على المسرح عضو مجلس أمناء الجامعة الأمريكية الدولية السيدة أريج علي الغانم.
Thank you, Deans. Now it is time to proceed with the formal conferring of degrees. On behalf of AIU Board of Trustees, I have the pleasure of accepting the recommendations of the faculties of the various schools and hereby authorize the formal conferring of degrees. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome to the podium Assistant Vice President for Research and External Relations, Dr. Mohammed Al-Qattan.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرحب الآن بالدكتور محمد القطان، مساعد نائب الرئيس للبحوث والعلاقات الخارجية.
Assalamu alaikum. Will the candidates for all degrees please stand? President Bishko, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for all degrees as recommended by the faculties of their schools and as authorized by the AIU Board of Trustees. I hereby certify that they have met all requirements for their respective degrees as required by the university. مبروكين، عسى الله يوفقكم في خدمة هذا البلد العظيم.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad. By the authority vested in me as President of American International University, I hereby confer upon you your appropriate degrees with all honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may now switch the tassel to the left side of your cap. You are now all graduates of American International University and alumni. Congratulations. Well done, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated as the academic procession retires. You are then invited to join the graduates for a reception in the lounge immediately outside the auditorium.
سيداتي وسادتي، يرجى البقاء في مقاعدكم إلى حين خروج الموكب الأكاديمي. أنتم مدعوون بعد ذلك للانضمام إلى الخريجين لحضور الاستقبال الخاص بالخريجين في الصالة خارج القاعة مباشرة.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the third annual AIU Commencement exercises. Thank you for coming.
سيداتي وسادتي، بهذا نختتم حفل التخرج السنوي الثالث للجامعة الأمريكية الدولية. شكراً لحضوركم.